Hello and welcome back to the Accountants Mastermind. My name is Mark, and in today's recording, you're going to hear from Carly Clark, who is our Superstar of the Month within our Bounce program. And the reason that Carly received this award was because she's managed to set 15 actions within the month. She completed 12 of those and also completed another 4 that she actually had set previously. She's on target to make her 90% tax return commitment club deadline by November the 30th. And also she has managed to delegate a lot of her processes. And in this recording, she will talk to you about how she managed to delegate that and what it's meant to her to get a load of the work off her plate. So let's get started. So today I'm joined by our superstar of the month, Carly. If you could just give us a quick introduction as to who you are and a bit about your practice.
Yep. I'm Carly. My practice is Conquer Accountancy. I work on my own, but I do have 3 subcontractors that I use, which I've been utilising more this month. So I work from home mainly. I tend to really try and niche in lots of kind of well-being clients. So I've got sort of nutritionists, physiotherapists, personal trainers, sort of children's services, things like that. But yeah, I've got all manner of clients, but they're the ones I try to niche in as much as possible.
Excellent. And the reason we're on the call this month is because, as I said before, you are our superstar of the month. I'm just going to run through a couple of things that you have achieved this month, and then we'll dive into a couple of them in a bit more detail. But you managed to set 15 actions in the month. You completed 12 of those that you've set, and also 4 extras that you'd set on a previous occasion, which is fantastic results for the month. You remain on track to hit your tax return commitment club, which our target is 90% of tax returns to be filed by November, the end of November, which is brilliant. So that's going to save you a headache in December and January.
Yeah.
You've delegated some onboarding processes and I think some other stuff as well. But also it's a recognition of you showing your commitment to your own growth, but by attending some of our events and also consistently encouraging everybody within the community and also getting support from them as well. So thank you very much for that and believing in what we're trying to deliver.
Mm-hmm.
So talk to me a little bit about the delegation, because I know that's a topical subject for a lot of people within the industry that is really struggled. And you've kind of, as I think you said to me before, you've almost like switched it on this month. So what's been the biggest achievement?
Yeah, I think so sort of delegate, I think you tend to stand in your own way, as we've said before, and feel like I have to do everything. And I was constantly thinking, I wish I could so for example, the task I set myself this month was like the onboarding process, and I was inspired actually by our meetup in September, what somebody else was doing, the handout they were giving to their clients when they were first on board, and I thought, I'd love to do that. And I sat on it for about 2 or 3 weeks thinking, I need to learn Canva, I need to do it in there, and and then I thought, my VA is a whiz in Canva, why don't I just it was like getting out of my own way, and just emailed her, and she'd done it within a couple of days. I was like, why didn't I ask her to do that? And then that kind of inspired me to give her a couple more tasks for onboarding to do for me, and also then use my bookkeeper to delegate out lots of the repetitive tasks that I felt only I could do. But actually, if I just recorded a couple of videos and sent them to her, and yeah, she's getting on with that. So that saved me a lot of time. And also then now I can concentrate on doing things for the business that I keep putting off. Like, for example, which I know most people probably be horrified, but I haven't got a website. I've been trading for 3 years and I've not got a website yet. So I need to get that sorted. So that's something else I can kind of start thinking about. Even if I get someone else to do it, it's just another thing that I've got space in my head for now.
Brilliant. And before you sort of started to delegate the tasks out, how did you feel? Was it, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but were you frustrated? How did you actually feel at the time?
Just overwhelmed, completely overwhelmed. Totally, yeah. you know, as everybody knows, there's peaks and troughs through the month when you get deadlines and quarters and things, but also it's like there's just a constant something to do, because even once you've got past that VAT return deadline or the accounts deadline or whatever it is, you know that there's 10 other jobs waiting, so you can't sort of think, oh, I have the afternoon off to celebrate, and you've got to keep on. So it was like, I don't know where to start, because there was so much to do that all had to be done by next week, whatever. So yeah, it was overwhelmed, and I must admit I felt much calmer.
Okay. And so, but prior to that, so when you were feeling overwhelmed, what other issues does that cause for you?
Just, I'm not a very nice person, I don't think, actually. I know that sounds
I'm
awful,
sure
but
that's not true.
But you end up snapping, don't you? You stop yourself. You know, I quite like going out for a run with my friends. Sometimes it's a group of ladies that I run with. I haven't been for weeks, because, or, you know, months even, because I've got too much work to do. So then that makes me irritable, because I'm not doing something for myself, or my son wants to do something, so I'll snap at him and say, look, I'm busy, I can't, you know. And so it affects the rest of your life, doesn't it, basically? And also your work as well. There's things that you don't have to do, like I say, on your business, you know, in your business. So yeah, that's the way it affects me anyway.
Yeah, no, that's brilliant. Thank you. Because obviously, like you say, it affects everybody slightly differently, but ultimately, it's you know, it's so brilliant. So having achieved that, then, so what difference has it made to you? Obviously, you've gone through the overwhelm stage and the snapping, and then now you're sort of delegating way more tasks. How do you feel about that, and what difference has it made?
It has made a lot more difference, just because I feel like I have time. So although I'm still reviewing the work and everything, I know that review is not going to take as long as it would do to do the work, hopefully. So, you know, you've got then more time, to do things for yourself, or to do things that I want to do and move my business forward, rather than just creating, like, in a way, you're creating an employed role for yourself, aren't you? If you're just constantly doing client work. I've just got a job, I haven't got a business, so I need to get rid of some of that work, and then I can actually create the business and make it better, really.
Brilliant. Thank you for sharing that. So in essence, feeling you've gone from feeling overwhelmed to having to do everything, the delegating the tasks off, and obviously having a better, more fulfilled life, and also business for yourself. So if you were talking to other accountants who were struggling with overwhelm, whether that's too much stuff to do or something else that affects them, what's the one top tip you would give them?
I think speak to other people, actually, because the thing that pushed me to do this was, number one, being, I think, you know, yourself and Simon, the advice you give and just the insight into running your own business and thing really inspires you to do things. But also speaking to other people in the community, like, I actually got my subcontractor from a referral from someone in the community, and knowing that she had used them, you know, knows that I can then trust them. And to see what everybody else is doing, because, like I say, I've only been in business 3 years now, and there's people in there that have been doing it a lot longer. So clearly, for me, they're like gold dust, because they can tell me all these things that I don't know. So yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. And as I say, thank you again for not only sharing, but also being our superstar of the month. And we look forward to continued working with you and building it even further.
Yeah, no, it's brilliant. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Put a big smile on my face when I got it. So yeah.
Well, that's always a good sign, isn't it?
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thanks.